Hello, this is Bedlam from View, as you may have guessed, or you can call me Carman is Cool, which is the name of my YouTube account, and don't ask where the name came from, because I don't even know. This is probably the most spectacular tutorial I will ever put here. It's going to be so extensive, it's just gonna blow your mind. And it's probably the most requested. People seem to have the most trouble with this. I had the most trouble with this. And yeah, probably the biggest, hardest thing to do. I'm just gonna spell it out for you. It's not really a surprise, since it probably says in the YouTube title, but this tutorial is gonna be how to enhance the skin from hell. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I just want to have some, you know, it's Valentine's Day, I'm lonely, so happy Valentine's Day to all you people who have Valentines. I never do, but whatever, no big deal. I promise I won't go in a big rant, because last time I got some people who were pissed off that I didn't go directly into the tutorial. I kept zooming in and out. I have this weird habit of zooming in and out as you can as I do it. Yeah, okay. Well, anyways. So, I'm not gonna lie. I am not pro at skin. It's probably one of my least favorite things to do. I hate it with a burning passion. I suck at it, and I've always sucked at it. I used to be, when I first came to Gazer, I don't even know how to say that. I don't say it out loud. Anyways, when I first came to IMVU, I used to be pretty good at drawing hair. I don't know why I was good at drawing hair, but I have never been good at doing skin, enhancing skin, coloring it. I just fail at life and at skin. But anyways, I'll try my best to teach you how to do it. And I won't go into a big rant. Okay, so first things first, we have our toolbox, as usual, open and out, and we have our layers. So here's my background, and you can see it gets pink, and yeah. And this is also, oh, this is actually just my new layer. I'm gonna call this rename. I don't even know how to do this. I'll just say I'm gonna call this Alexu, because she so graciously lent me her screenshot for this, and her screenshots are always kawaii. So all is good. Give her a little heart, because it's Valentine's Day, and she and this avatar is in love. Okay. I really someone should just not get me to speak. Oh goodness, I'm just gonna make a fool of myself probably through this tutorial. Give her a nice smile. No, just kidding. Anyways, I think this is actually like the perfect screenshot. It's kind of Valentine's Day-ish, like Lolita. I don't know how to say these words. I read them on the forums, but I don't say them to people in real life. I'm not like, oh my goodness, that girl over there, she's dressed up like Lolita, that's kawaii desu. I never say that, nor do I really watch animes where they say that, so I don't really know how to pronounce the words, but I read them all the time. Okay, like I said, I wasn't gonna get into a big rant, but I started to. Okay, anyways, shut up, Megan. Just do your tutorial. I bet that's what you're all thinking. Okay, so. Ooh, you heard my real name. Ew, I called myself by the right. Okay, no, seriously. Okay, where should I start? So, we have the screenshot. Mine is from Alexia at IMVU. And, before we actually get started on enhancing the skin, we are going to look at some references. Yay, I picked out some ones from Google, some bigger pictures that of my favorite celeb, Natalie Portman. I rarely ever use references, but when I do, it's usually of her. I don't know why, but I just love her face. And so I wish all my pictures looked like Natalie Portman. So here, I tried to find some that had some natural looking lighting that were all looking forward like our screenshot. So then, you know, you kind of get a better idea of where the lighting goes. I tried to find some with some natural lighting that, you know, had her facing forward so I could show you the areas that usually get lit up. So first we have to identify where our light source is coming from, and as you can tell there's a shadow right here under her chin. So I'm going to assume that it's coming kind of from like up there. That's where our light source is. So now we're going to try and find the areas that are kind of being lighter. So I'm going to take this nice pink, Valentine's Day of course. I'm going to, as you can see, this area right here is getting light. Where else? Right here. Ooh, kind of. Oh, this one's really hard to see because it's pretty natural. Right there. Right there. Right on the chin. Right on the nose. I tried to find some that also weren't too, like, shooped. Because, yeah, I don't like that saw now how natural lighting looks. But yeah, this one's actually a little bit hard to see. I will also include all these pictures in the description in case you want to look at them. Well, anyways, this one, it's hard to tell where the lighting is, so I don't know why I picked it, but I'm gonna go to brightness and contrast and see if I can bring up the contrast. There we go. Now, it looks really freaky, but you can definitely see. I'm going to pick the opposite color of that, which is purple. So this area right here is being highlighted. Right in here, a little bit here, and right here. So those are the main areas. Oh, and the nose, of course. What am I thinking? Nose. So these are the main areas that get highlighted. Right above the forehead, right under the pupils, and then right on top of the nose, a little bit under the nose, but there's some shading, and then of course the chin. So these are the main areas that get highlighted. I'll undo all of that. And there you go. Let's look at the next reference we have. Okay, this one is a little more easier to spot the areas, so of course, forehead right here, the nose right here, and the chin. Notice something? That all these pictures, even though they all have similar spots, forehead right here, the nose, but notice how it's not going perfectly in a straight line, right above the lips and the chin. These are all the areas that are being lit up. And similar, same with this one. This one, she looks kind of sweaty or something. I don't know how to explain it. But anyways, right here, like really shiny brightness. Right here, there. Actually, not so much right here, but and her chin. So yeah, all similar areas that are all hitting. That's where the light is showing up. I don't know how to phrase that. Okay. So now that we kind of got it down, so when we go back to our picture, we're gonna know if her forehead was showing, which I'll remove some of the hair so we can also do the forehead. This is gonna look creepy, but no big deal. I want to keep her eyebrows. So as you can see, now we just have to apply that to our picture. So we will know where are the areas, the forehead, right in here, a little bit here, and on the nose. But I'm not showing you how to enhance the nose this time around because that should be done in another tutorial. But, so now you get the general idea. Here. That's all the areas that are going to be lit up. Now, the next important thing is color. Let's go back to a nice reference. This one will be good. So, I'm just going to hold down my control key and let's just see what color. So this is the highlight color. It's a really bright pink. It's really interesting. And then also, what other color? Oh, it's still a bright pink. So in this picture, it's a bright pink. And let's see what this color is. A little bit darker of a pink, and the shadow color is a little bit less pinky and a little more orangey, as you can see. So it goes from pink to orangey. That's the color that this skin goes to. So this is a little bit, the shadow is a little more orangey, and the brightness, the lighting is done a little bit more pinky down here. What color is this? Oh, it's a little more orangey. So as you can see on her face, right in these areas, it's a little bit pinker. So I'm not sure whether that's some blush or something, but her face is a little more pinker on top. Maybe someone shoot that, I don't know. But it looks very nice. And this one, as you can see, this one is bright yellow. So the highlights are all done in bright yellow. And then we have this kind of like a mid-tone color, and it gets a little more orangey. And then we have the shadow color, and it's definitely a darker orange. So what's this? From yellow to orange. It goes from here all the way down here. Notice a similar pattern, well, except for this one where the highlights were done in a light pink. This one, the highlighting has an orangey tone to it. And finally, let's try this one. There's not going to be much difference between highlights. So this one, yeah, orangey, and then orangey. So generally speaking, the highlights go from being really yellow to more orangey colored. So for this picture, there's already, as you can tell, we're enhancing an avatar. We're not starting from scratch. We have a skin color already present. So, but we need to make a palette because it's pretty flat looking right now, and that's not the developer's fault because the iView previewer sucks shit. Okay, that's a whole other story, but anyways. And what we are going to do is we're going to make it look more realistic. And so, of course, we have to, I'm just going to draw some quick eyebrows. In this screenshot, the first color we see, and as you can tell, I'm not making a new layer. And the reason is because if you make a new layer in Gimp, I forgot to explain this in my lip tutorial. If you make a new layer in Gimp, let's say, oh, I'm going to make my palette on a new layer, lol. So you go back here and you're like, okay, now I want to suck up that color again, and it just turns to black. It will not let you pick a color from another layer. It sucks. Sometimes it's helpful in the rarest occasions, but most of the time it sucks. That's why on Gimp, it's best to do things on one layer, because if you make more, then it won't let you pick colors on other layers. And of course, as usual, for selecting a color, I hold down my control key and it changed to the eyedropper tool, like I have explained in my lip tutorial. So anyways, it starts with this color. Now for even the lighter colors, you want it really saturated, so really close to this side, because if you put it down over here, even though it is light, it's grayer, and generally speaking, that doesn't look very nice on skin. So this will be my really bright, the brightest colors of the skin will be this. Then it's going to turn into this for probably the midtones. And I'm going to select some more orangey colors. So when you're doing it, you don't want to have it like that because then it's too orangey. So as you're getting darker, you want to make it a little less saturated, because go around here, these are the most saturated colors. If you go here, you get a little bit less saturated. So yeah, that will be my shadow color. I'll make another one a little bit darker, and one more that's a little bit darker even more. Okay, so now I have a palette that's pretty much done.